guys, hope you are doing well. It has been quite some time since I've been on YouTube, and I am so excited to be here sharing my December daily with everyone. This is day 2. I hope to post day 1. I'm not quite sure if I will or not. Some pictures in there. I just need to ask my daughter if she's okay with me posting them, and if she is, I will post that day 1. Otherwise, we're going to start here at day 2, and this is a 1-page spread. Or actually, no, it ends up being a 2-page spread. The first pages, I was having some problems with the video. I somehow recorded it in slow motion, and I was able to remove the slow motion on my phone, but for some reason, every time I moved the video over to my computer, it just kept keeping the slow motion. So it was just, I couldn't get it to work right. So I just decided to skip that instead of having you listen to all that. So basically what I am working on is the second half of day 2, and this is one photo of a snow cone that me and my daughter picked up. We love this place called Bahama Bucks. It has the best snow cones. We are addicted and we go way too often. And so that's what that is in the top right corner. I have a 10 December Loves card. I think that's a 4x6 card from an Allie Edwards kit that I had. And the kit that I'm using most of this year is called Gnome for the Holidays. And I think it is a Cartabella. Is that right? No, it's not Cartabella. Echo Park. It's an Echo Park collection, I think. Anyway, I will double check that and make sure I leave that in the comments below so you know what collection it is. But it is called Gnome for the Holidays. And the little Love This is a die cut that came in one of the packs. I think I may have either had that from before or from the Gnome for the Holidays kit. I combined things from different die cut packs together, so I don't quite remember where all of them came from. And that little Glee that is gold embossed, that is a stamp, an old retired stamp from Stampin' Up! That has a whole bunch of words on it. I just stamped it once in some gold, within gold embossing, and I cut out the little letters out, or the words out, and I used that there. I am going to be using a lot of stitching on this album. I really love the look of this hand stitching, this hand embroidery. So I'm going to be using this on several places in the layout, not just necessarily this layout, but just throughout the album this year. Lots of reds and golds and greens are the kind of the colors I'm going to be going for. So I'm just doing some really simple stitching here and just tying that off. And I use just my needle to poke the holes in the paper. And I did that both on this top left 3x4 card and also across the 10 December Love card. And I really like how that looks. I love the texture it gives. It's a little hard to tell in the video, but definitely gives a really nice texture in person. And I wanted to add a little bit of stitching to this card as well, or this photo as well. So I'm just going to do a little X with red. Probably should have used green, but I think I just had the red available there and I just kept using it since it was already threaded. I'm just going to put a cute little X there on the bottom left hand side of that little circle embellishment. And again, just tying it off and then trimming it off. After I get all this done, then I am going to work on the journaling, I believe. And what I'm going to be doing is typing all my journaling up on some vellum, and then I'll stick it down to the various numbers on the card. Oh, yes, I forgot. I am going to be using one of these badges. I'm going to do that first. I was going to put the number 3 here, but it actually is not day 3, so you're going to see me adhere it on this layout, but I got my days mixed up, and I end up putting the little badge on the next layout page. But I will end up using a different number later on. You won't see that in the video because I did not realize I did that until it was later on. So you will just see me putting this 3 on, but that's okay. And actually you might see at the end of the video with the new number, now that I'm thinking about it, because I came back and did journaling. I had a bunch of friends over when I was starting out these layouts, and I didn't do my journaling. So this is the next day that I'm doing this. Now, I really love this template. I almost always forget that I have it, but it's from Close to My Heart, and it's a stitching template, and it's so much fun, and it's perfect to make your lines exactly where you want them to be. So I'm just using that to poke some holes, and then I'm picking out the embroidery floss that I want to use, and I'm going to decide on this gold. I thought it was a nicer contrast, and also with that gold snowflake that is embossed on the vellum. And as you can see on the left hand side, that's the footage I wasn't able to bring over to the video. So that is the first part of day 2. It's just a bowl of some food that I made for dinner from HelloFresh, and then a decorated card in the bottom left. It's just got a little deer die cut, some little trees. That wooden star is from my stash for quite some time ago. I think I got that wooden star from Target. And then just a tea-dyed doily that I had in my stash. So I used some of the Xyron sticky, a sticker maker to put all of these little strips on, and I really like how that looks because you can't see the adhesive behind it. But I also found that the art glitter glue works really well behind vellum, and you don't end up seeing it either, which is surprising because I know a lot of vellum you can definitely see like liquid adhesive behind it, but I found that the art glitter glue works really well. So I do end up using the Xyron sticker maker for this entire layout, but I think the next day's layout will have it where I just use the art glitter glue, and you'll see that it doesn't add any extra texture or anything like that. So now I am taking this vellum here and I am journaling on it. Again, I'm going to put that through the sticker maker, and I just typed all my journaling on my vintage typewriter. The kind of bad thing about the vellum, I like how it looks because it kind of melts into the background a bit more. It does smear with my vintage typewriter. So if you don't like that smeary look or you don't want it to smear, then definitely printing it on vellum through your printer would work just as well. I just like having the vintage typewriter because I can just type it right there next to me and then just put it on the page. It's a lot quicker and easier for me than doing it on the computer. And I like the look of it too. So I'm just going to stick that down, and in order to kind of burnish it down so it looks a little bit more melted in, I'm going to take my bone folder here and I'm just going to scrub it on the top of it to kind of make it look a little bit more into the paper, I guess. And then that's pretty much it for day 2. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I hope you have a great day, and I'll be back with day 3 and 4 very soon. Bye-bye.